Hello and welcome everyone to the Front Yard Podcast, Expats in Thailand, New Home 2026. Today, we're taking you on an exploration of Thailand from a deeper perspective, not just as a tourist destination, but as a new home for foreigners who wish to relocate, invest, seek tranquility, or build a new life here in 2026 and beyond.
Way down south, deep into the ocean.
It's a really striking image once you see it. And that's not a small area. That trunk alone is, 1,000 miles?
Over 1,000 miles. From the colder, misty mountains all the way down to those tropical islands at the very tip.
Right.
We are, of course, talking about Thailand, but, and this is the key for today's deep dive, we are not doing the 2-week vacation version.
No tuk-tuks to the Grand Palace today.
Exactly. No sipping a coconut for an Instagram photo. We are looking at something much, much deeper. We're talking about the move. This huge trend we're seeing now in 2026 of Americans and Westerners just packing up their whole lives and relocating there.
And our guide for this is a huge stack of research we've got from Go Travel Hub. It's basically a user manual for uprooting your life. It covers everything from the cost of a bowl of noodles to the visa maze and the culture shock.
And what I like about this source is that it gets past the old stereotypes. You know, for so long the story was retire cheap on a beach with a beer.
That demographic is still there for sure. But the data shows a big shift. It's younger people, tech workers, families. They're not just looking for a low cost of living. They're looking for a completely different way to live.
And that's our mission today. We need to figure out, is this actually paradise? Or is it just a humid, bureaucratic maze that happens to have incredible food? Because the source makes this really bold claim. It says Thailand doesn't just host you, it transforms you.
Which I'll admit sounds a bit like a travel brochure slogan.
It does.
But once you start unpacking the cultural psychology behind it, it actually starts to make a lot of sense.
Okay, so let's start right there with the soul of the place. Because looking at that elephant map, it's clear this isn't one single thing. You can't just say Thai culture and have it mean the same thing everywhere, right?
Absolutely not. That's probably the biggest mistake people make. The source breaks it down into 4 really distinct regions. And they feel like different countries. First, you've got the north, the ears of the elephant, the old Lana kingdom.
That's where Chiang Mai is.
That's it. It's mountainous, it's literally cooler, and the culture is different. The language has softer tones. The pace of life is way slower. It attracts a more, artistic, wellness-focused type of person.
Okay, and then you swing over to the northeast, Isan. I feel like I don't hear as much about Isan.
You don't, but it's the agricultural heartland.
Right.
Culturally, it's very close to Laos. The food's spicier, the dialect is faster, and it's where a huge chunk of the country's workforce comes from. It's very real, very authentic.
So you have the quiet north, the agricultural northeast, then the center.
The center is the engine. That's Bangkok. It's fast, loud, aggressive. It's where the money is. If the north is about history, the center is all about commerce and the future. And then finally, you've got the south, the trunk.
The islands.
Yeah.
The postcard version of Thailand.
Yeah, the beaches. But the source has the great line. It says, life there follows the tides rather than clocks. It's a maritime culture. People are a bit more direct, a bit louder, shaped by the sea.
So all these different regional flavors. But the guide claims that underneath it all, there's this unified Thai mindset. It says there are 3 pillars holding it all together, and reading them, they feel like the exact opposite of the Western corporate mindset.
They really are. And these 3 ideas are probably the biggest hurdle for Westerners. The first one is sabai sabai.
I've seen that on t-shirts. It just means relax. Right?
See, that's the surface level. But sabai is really about emotional equilibrium. It's not just chilling out. It's the state of being at ease physically and mentally. If you're stressed, if you're rushing, you're not sabai. And looking stressed is almost like a loss of dignity.
So the guy in LA honking his horn in traffic.
He's lost the plot completely. He's not sabai, and he's making everyone else uncomfortable. Which leads right into the second pillar, sanuk.
The cynic. The fun factor.
Again, it's more nuanced. It's not just about partying. It's the idea that joy is a requirement for life, even at work. The source gives a great example of street sweepers in Bangkok, and they're often laughing and joking while they work. If a job has no sanuk, a Thai person will genuinely ask, why are you even doing it?
That's a huge departure from the grind culture we're so used to. We compartmentalize work and fun. They seem to blend them. But the third one, this is the one that seems to really frustrate expats. My pen rai.
Ah, yes, my pen rai. It translates to something like, it doesn't matter, or no worries.
Which sounds great, until your plumber is 4 hours late and he just gives you a big smile and says, my pen rai.
Exactly, and that's the friction. To a Westerner, it feels like apathy, like, I don't care that I messed up. But the source insists it's a high-level tool for social harmony. It's the art of letting things go. It's a refusal to let a small problem disturb your cool heart, your jai yen.
So it's not that the plumbing doesn't matter. It's that getting angry about it won't fix the pipe and it will damage the relationship.
Precisely. It's emotional self-preservation. And you have to remember, 90% of the country follows Theravada Buddhism. This is a spiritual habit, not just a social one. Impermanence is key. Things break, schedules slip. Getting attached to a specific outcome is just a recipe for suffering.
The guide mentions a morning ritual that really grounds this. The monks walk in the streets at dawn.
It's a powerful scene. Every morning, barefoot monks walk through the neighborhoods with their alms bowls, and locals wait to offer them food.
My first thought reading that was, oh, it's charity. Feeding the poor monks.
But it's not. The source is very clear on this. It's a reciprocal exchange. The person gives physical food for the monk's body, and in return, the monk gives them an opportunity to make merit, to generate good karma. It's a spiritual transaction that sets the tone for the entire community.
A very different way to start the day than, say, rolling over and checking your email notifications.
A little different, yeah.
Okay, but we have to talk practicals. You can't pay rent with good karma. Let's get into the price of paradise. Is it actually as cheap as the legends say in 2026?
The answer is yes, but with a huge asterisk. The source calls it a choose-your-own-adventure budget. You can play on easy mode, or you can play on very, very hard mode.
Meaning you can live on a shoestring, or you can burn through cash.
Right. Let's start with the baseline. A single person living pretty simply in Chiang Mai can have a great life for about 20,000 baht a month.
Okay, let me do the math. At current rates, that's roughly, what, $600 US?
Give or take, yeah. That covers a studio, a motorbike, street food, utilities.
That is just wild to think about. $600 a month.
It is. But if you take that same person and put them in downtown Bangkok or in a resort area in Phuket, that baseline number instantly doubles or triples. You're suddenly looking at 40,000 to 50,000 baht just to stand still.
So let's break down housing. What does 15,000 baht, about $450, get you in Bangkok versus Chiang Mai?
In Bangkok, that gets you a shoebox. A nice, clean, modern shoebox, but small and probably a decent walk from the SkyTrain. In Chiang Mai, that same money gets you a luxury one-bedroom condo with a mountain view, a massive pool, a gym, a sauna, everything.
So geography is the single biggest factor of your budget.
Geography and air conditioning.
Is it really that big of a deal?
It's what the source calls the utility trap. Internet is cheap, maybe 600 baht. Water is nothing. But electricity, if you run your AC 24/7 like you would in Arizona, your electric bill could easily hit 4,000 baht. That's a huge chunk of your budget just to stay cold.
So you have to learn to love the fan.
You learn to love the fan.
Okay, food. The street food is legendary.
And it's the great equalizer. You can get a world-class pad krap pao for 50 baht. That's $1.50. You can eat like a king for $5 a day if you stick to local stuff.
But there's the asterisk we talked about. What if I just want a burger and a good coffee?
Welcome to the Western tax. This is where expats just destroy their budgets. Imported goods, cheese, wine, good beef are really expensive. A burger and a craft beer at a pub, that'll run you 400 or 500 baht.
So one burger equals about 10 bowls of noodles.
Exactly. And the insight here is crucial. Living a Thai lifestyle is incredibly cheap. Trying to replicate a Western lifestyle in Thailand is actually pretty expensive.
That's a really important distinction. Okay, so we know how to live and eat. How do we legally stay there? Because the visa horror stories, the source calls it the yearly ritual.
It is complex, and the rules change all the time, which is stressful, but you basically have a menu of options for just testing the waters. You've got the 60-day tourist visa. Easy.
But you can't just keep doing that forever, right? The visa runs.
No, they've really cracked down on that. If you're under 50 and you want to stay long-term, you're probably looking at an education visa. You sign up to learn the Thai language or, funny enough, Muay Thai boxing. It buys you a year, but you do have to go to class.
And for retirees?
The retirement visa. You have to be over 50 and prove you have about 800,000 baht sitting in a Thai bank account.
What if you're wealthy and just don't want to deal with any of that paperwork?
You can just buy your way out of the hassle. It's called the elite visa. You pay a big lump sum. It starts around 25,000 US dollars, and you get a 5-year visa, VIP airport service. The works.
Okay, so I get the visa. Can I work? Can I just, open my laptop at a cafe?
This is the danger zone. The source is very, very clear on this. You need a specific work permit. And Thailand is extremely protective of local jobs. There's a list of forbidden occupations.
Forbidden sounds pretty serious. What's on the list?
Basically, anything a Thai person can do. You can't be a hairdresser, you can't be a tour guide, you cannot drive a taxi or a grab bike, no traditional crafts.
So no side hustles driving tourists around?
Absolutely not. You'll get deported. Legal work is usually English teaching making, maybe 30,000 baht, or you're a corporate expat making over 100K.
And all those digital nomads in Chiang Mai, are they all working illegally?
It's been a gray area for a long time, but it's slowly changing. Mostly, they work for companies outside Thailand, so the money doesn't come from the Thai economy. But now, with new visas like the DTV, the Destination Thailand visa, they are trying to formalize it. The bottom line, though, is don't try to take a local's job.
Makes sense. Okay, infrastructure. If I'm moving my family, I care less about cheap beer and more about good hospitals and schools.
And this is where Thailand really surprises people, especially healthcare. It's a global hub for medical tourism.
I've heard the private hospitals are like 5-star hotels. Is that an exaggeration?
It's really not. You go to a place like Bumrungrad in Bangkok, there's a piano player in the lobby, a concierge greets you. It feels like a hotel. But the tech is state-of-the-art, and the doctors are often U.S. trained.
For what cost?
A tiny fraction of the U.S. A specialist visit might be $20 or $30.
That's private, though. The public system.
Dirt cheap for locals, a bit more for foreigners, but you'll wait all day. It's incredibly crowded. The source is adamant. Every expat needs good health insurance.
Why, if it's so cheap?
For the big one. A serious motorbike crash, a heart attack. An ICU stay can still cost tens of thousands of dollars. You don't want to be funding your surgery with a GoFundMe page. Just pay the insurance premium. It's maybe 50 to 100 bucks a month.
Noted. And schools for kids.
It's a two-tiered world. The Thai system is all about respect and memorization. Students sing the anthem, they weigh their teachers. It's very disciplined.
Which might be tough for a Western kid used to a more interactive style.
Very tough, which is why most expats use the international schools. They are world-class British curriculum, American, you name it, but the price tag is also Western. You could be paying 15, maybe 20,000 US dollars a year per kid.
Ouch. So the low cost of living can evaporate pretty quickly if you have a family?
Completely. That's the hidden cost.
We've painted a pretty nice picture so far. Cheap noodles, luxury hospitals. But this is a deep dive, so let's get into the shadow side. What happens when the vacation feeling wears off?
The source talks about this emotional curve. Phase 1 is magic. Everything is new and amazing. Phase 2 is reality. And the first dose of reality is usually the environment itself.
You mean the air quality, right? The burning season.
It's a serious public health crisis. From about February to April, especially up north, farmers burn their fields. The smoke gets trapped in the valleys. Chiang Mai will have the worst air quality on the entire planet for weeks.
Wow. So you can't just live there year-round in bliss.
A lot of expats literally leave the country for those months. They go south. If you stay, you're wearing a mask inside your own apartment. It's really bad.
And the weather in general. It's not just sunny.
No, it's relentless heat. And the humidity breeds mold on everything. Your leather shoes will turn green if you're not careful.
Okay, what about safety?
You know, violent crime against foreigners is very rare. You're probably safer walking around Bangkok at night than in most American cities. The real danger is the road.
Traffic.
The traffic. The source calls motorbikes rivers of movement. There are no rules. People drive the wrong way. They pull out without looking. Thailand has one of the highest road fatality rates in the world.
And yet every tourist rents a scooter on day one.
And it is statistically the most dangerous thing they will do on their trip. If you don't know how to ride a motorbike, Bangkok is not the place to learn.
Any scams to worry about?
They exist, but they're mostly annoyances. The tuk-tuk driver who wants to take you to a gem shop, the taxi that won't use the meter. It's not, life-threatening stuff. You just need to be smart.
So let's recap the shadow side. It's hot, the air can be toxic, the traffic is deadly, and the bureaucracy is a maze. And yet, people are still going. And they're staying.
They are, because of the transformation. This is where we circle back to the philosophy from the beginning. The source argues that to survive in Thailand, you are forced to change.
How so?
You just can't bring a type A, I need it now, Western attitude and expect it to work. The country will break you. The government office moves at its own pace. The traffic moves at its own pace. To survive, you have to soften.
You have to learn my Penrai.
You have to. You learn patience. You learn to smile even when you're frustrated, because getting angry just makes things worse. You start to value the small things, the amazing bowl of noodles, the chat with the fruit vendor, more than the big career goals.
And the country's economy is changing too. It's not just for tourists anymore.
Not at all. With their Vision 2025, they're pushing hard into EV manufacturing, renewable energy, tech. Bangkok is a real rival to Singapore now. Just with more chaos and way better food, you can build a career there, not just end one.
So what's the bottom line for someone listening right now, staring at that elephant map and wondering if they should do it?
The bottom line is, it is a trade-off. You get warmth, incredible food, and a life with less financial pressure. But the price you pay is adaptation. You have to remember you are a guest. You have to respect their culture, their king, their religion, and you have to slow down.
If you can do that, you get the paradise. If you fight it, you just get the chaos.
That's it, exactly.
So, a final thought to leave you with today. The source claims Thailand transforms you. If you moved there, would you just be trying to recreate your current life with a nicer background? Sitting in an air-conditioned condo on Zoom, ordering burgers? Or would you be willing to actually dismantle some of that impatience, that need for efficiency, and become a slower, softer version of yourself?
Is it just a change of address? Or is it a change of soul?
Something to think about. That's it for our deep dive into Thailand 2026. Thanks for listening.
Sawzadi